If you clicked on this video to learn how to get a hook out of your arm or your body, click on the time right here on the screen to fast forward to exactly how to remove that hook. If you're just here to watch the video, I want to welcome you guys to my channel as Darian is Fishing. This video, as you can see in the title and the thumbnail, is how to remove a fish hook from anywhere on your body. Well, not anywhere. A reasonable place on your body. Your arm, your hand, your leg, your foot, anywhere that's not on your face or maybe, you know, the nether regions of your body, but easy and accessible, a spot that your buddy can help you out with. And you don't have to have someone, but it definitely is going to help. This video is a video that I filmed a long time ago, right as I started my YouTube channel. And the reason that I'm repurposing it is because since then my channel's grown a lot. And so there's a lot of you guys who have not seen this video and don't know about the proper way to remove a fish hook. And my absolute job on YouTube is to help you guys learn not only about fishing, but boating safety, fishing safety, and safety in the outdoors in general. This is something that is very, very important to me. So please share this video with someone that you know who's out on the water a lot and could use this fishing tip. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. Please drop a comment down below if you've ever had to use this video. And if you clicked on this video just to learn how to remove the fish hook, drop a comment down below. I think that's really cool. A lot of people on the original post commented and said, hey man, thanks for the tip. I just pulled this hook out because of you. And honestly, for me, that meant a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and learn a lot from it. Today, I'm doing something that has a pretty big misconception, and that is the braid trick to pop a hook free from wherever it is hooked out on your body. Today, it's gonna be in my arm. And I'm actually gonna do this in one of the stupidest ways possible. So the other day, a buddy of mine calls, he's like, hey dude, I got a treble hook in my arm. How do I get it out? How many knots do I tie on it? And I was like, you don't have to tie a knot. Well, what do you mean? The videos that I watch, you have to tie like 4 or 5 knots with a braid, double it up, leave this much slack out. And I was like, dude, it's way easier than that. I have a good way. I'm not saying it's the only way or the best way. I'm just saying it's my way. Also, what I'm gonna do today is probably the stupidest thing that I've done in a while. And that is, I don't have a hook in me yet. I'm gonna put the hook in me. And I'm also gonna do a worm hook because you don't see any videos with a worm hook. So I'm gonna show you both of these hooks, how to get them out of your skin, which is definitely the stupidest thing that I've done in a long time. But I want you to know, because there's a lot of misconception. It's the same for both of these hooks. Whatever kind of hook you got, whether it's in your leg or your shoulder, I wouldn't mess with it if it was in your face or your neck or maybe a big vein or something. I'd probably go to the doctor for that. But there's 2 ways to get a hook out of your body. So just gonna show you with this hook. So there's 3 ways to get a hook out. The first way, just picture this hook being in your arm. The first way, go to a local doctor, gonna do some cutting on it. Who knows how they're gonna get that thing out, but that's the dumb way. That takes way too long, it's not necessary. Second way is the hook's in your body or in your arm. You push the hook through, the hook point all the way through your skin. You cut it off at the barb and then bring it back through your skin. Sometimes that is the best way to do it, but I would not recommend that if you don't have to. Most of the time, the braid trick will work and it's super, super easy. The way that works is with the hook being in your arm, you tie braid to this, push down on the back side of the shank of the hook, and then use the braided line to jerk the hook free, releasing that barb, just basically ripping through that barb. And if you do it in a really quick snapping motion, it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't most of the time it doesn't even bleed a lot, and it happens super, super quick. So I'm not really looking forward to what I'm about to do. It's really, really gonna be stupid, but yeah, I'm gonna switch over to this other camera. I'm gonna get Hannah to just pinch my skin, and I'm just gonna shove that freaking hook in. So if this works, or if you agree, just go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, because this is dumb. This is really dumb. So I'm gonna switch over to the big camera really quick, and we're gonna do this really stupidly. Also, a couple of things I wanna show you, tools you might need. And if you're in the middle of having a hook in you, you don't have time to think all this through. But if you're at the house, you're watching this video, you're thinking, what do I need to do for one day if I ever get a hook in me? You know, I wanna be prepared. That's literally why I bought these cutters, so that I would be prepared if it ever had to happen. So there's 3 things that you definitely need to have. So first, we're gonna talk about a crankbait. Just say you got this crankbait hung up in your arm. The first thing you wanna do is remove the bait from your arm, because that's adding a bunch of extra weight, extra treble hooks. The first thing you can do is take the split ring off of the bait, so you just have the treble hook, by, you know, just twisting this treble hook off. By twisting the split ring off, or you can cut it with the cutters. So that's why I've got these. squeeze it really hard, you're gonna cut the split ring off, make everything really, really easy. So jump to the big camera, we'll knock this sucker out. All right, so now we're gonna put the hooks in my arm and then do the removal. 3, 2. All right, she's definitely in there now. Okay, that's hook 1. It's definitely freaking in my arm. Gosh!
Oh God.
Oh! Okay, so if you're ever caught in the situation that I'm in right now, where you got 2 hooks in your arm, honestly, we just did the 2 hooks at the same time for a thumbnail. So just give the video a thumbs up because this is really painful. Just a quick snippet. Pain tolerance level of this. The crankbait, 8 out of 10 hurt. This one, 8 out of 10 hurt. So together that's 16 out of 10 basically. All right, so now we're gonna show you how to do the removal. First I gotta take a thumbnail. I've never had one buried this bad, but honestly, this bait moving around doesn't even hurt that much. All right, so I've got the crankbait started, and it's pretty hard to get that by yourself. It's pretty hard to get that started, but now I'm just gonna spin this split ring off the crankbait. That way the only thing on my arm is the treble hook. Oh, okay, so now we finally got the bait off. We got two hooks in my arm. Now, just gonna cut me some braid. And this is the important part of this whole thing. Have braid. First, I wanna explain the simplicity of the knot. You're literally gonna double your line up. This is all you're wanting to do. Loop your line and then run the 2 tag ends through. The simplest little knot, just like that. That's all it needs to be. You need these 2 together, like so. Easiest knot. I'll show you that one more time. Take your braid, double it up. So you've got 1 loop end and you got 2 tag ends. Make a loop and then pull these 2 tag ends through that loop. That's like the most simple knot of anything that there is. It's not even a knot. So now, that's what you got. And this is all you need to remove that hook. Super simple, don't overthink it. You don't have to tie a ton of knots. That's all you need. And then a swift jerk and it comes free. So now we'll show that. I'm gonna get Hannah to help out on this part just because it's kind of hard to do by yourself. So I went ahead and created that loop. It's nothing more than what I did the first time. I'm gonna put it under the bottom of the treble hook, over both of the 2 other trebles, and then tighten it down on the shank. And now's where I'm gonna need Hannah's help. So I'm gonna press down on this part. Hannah's gonna slide this part of the knot. So we slid that loop knot right around the shaft of this hook, right around the bend that's going into my skin. Just that simple loop knot that I showed you. Now what Hannah's gonna do is make sure these lines are tight, make sure that knot is cinched down. So just pull it a little bit tighter. Pull it right there. Okay, now wrap that around your hand. Now Hannah's got it wrapped around her hand. So you wanna make sure you're jerking exact opposite of the shank of the hook. I'm gonna push down, and on 3, Hannah's gonna give it a good jerk. 1, 2, 3. Literally popped right out. The pain on that was 0 out of 10. You can't even feel it. And it's literally not even bleeding at all. And it was past the shank, or past the barb of the hook, not bleeding at all. So now, all right, so again, now we've got the regular worm hook. It's past the barb. Again, I'm just gonna do that loop knot. So there's a line, it's doubled up. I'm gonna wrap it, pull the tag ends through, so you have that loop knot. That's what I was showing you earlier. So I'm just gonna loosen it up so that I can get it around the hook, and that's it. Just like so, that's the loop knot. Now I'm gonna take that, put it underneath the shank of the hook, into the bend of the hook, and tighten it down. Just like so. And then I'm gonna apply pressure here while Hannah jerks backwards. And she's gonna do this while holding the camera, so we'll see how this goes. Make sure you jerk completely sideways.
Ready?
1, 2, just like so. Literally not bleeding at all. That did not hurt one bit, and there's no blood, nothing at all. So that was one of the stupidest things I've done, but I wanted to show how easy it is to remove a hook, because there's a misconception you gotta do all these knots and a bunch of different pulls and do this angle and that angle, but simply all you have to do is that loop knot with braid. Make sure you get the bait off first. It's got the smallest bit of blood. Pain tolerance, the hook going in, like actually having to shove the hook in myself, was an 8 out of 10 on both those hooks. Removal, 0 out of 10 and a 1 out of 10. Literally the removal part is not, it literally doesn't hurt at all. So hope you guys now know how to remove a hook out of your hand. No more calling your buddy, going to the doctor. If you know someone who needs to see this video, just share it with them, because it's a helpful video. I think it's super quick, and you know, maybe it could save somebody's day out on the water one day, because you could definitely go back fishing after removing a hook out of your hand. It's super simple. So, well guys, that wraps up that video. I hope you now have your fish hook removed and you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's very painless and very quick if you do it the correct way. I hope you guys learned. Please share this video with someone who needs to know about how to remove a fish hook, and drop a comment down below if you yourself have ever done the braid trick, or if you just came to this video to learn how to do the braid trick. Thanks guys, I'll see you on the next one.